Welcome to the JLLB Media Podcast, episode 17. You didn't launch your business to drown in spreadsheets, did you? Most likely you started with a powerful vision, to create impact, serve clients passionately, and really build something meaningful. But then the often unseen reality of entrepreneurship sets in, and you find yourself grappling with endless receipts, maybe confusing ledger entries, and that annual, slightly terrifying dance with tax season. It's those vital administrative tasks like bookkeeping that often feel like they're just silently siphoning the joy and energy right out of your entrepreneurial spirit.
And, our sources for this deep dive reveal a critical, perhaps uncomfortable truth. Without clean, consistent bookkeeping, your business isn't just at risk of minor errors or a bit of disorganization. It's genuinely vulnerable.
Vulnerable how? Beyond just like tax issues.
Oh, absolutely. We're talking beyond avoiding simple penalties or late fees. It's about preventing systemic chaos, missing out on pivotal growth opportunities that just pass you by, and operating with deep financial blind spots that can, quite literally, cripple even the most promising venture. What's fascinating, and frankly a little alarming, is how often this absolutely foundational element of business health is overlooked or, deprioritized. And that leads to significant, often preventable challenges down the line.
Okay, let's unpack this then. Today, we're embarking on a deep dive into why bookkeeping isn't just an optional chore you can push off until later, but why it's the undisputed bedrock foundation of sustainable small business growth. We're going to pull back the curtain on the real, often hidden, costs of avoiding it, shine a light on what truly expert bookkeepers actually do because it's probably far more than you think, and pinpoint when it's really time to bring in professional support. Our insights for this deep dive come directly from the seasoned business growth experts at JLLB Media. They really understand firsthand just how critical this financial clarity is for any thriving enterprise.
Yeah, and our mission today is really to equip you with actionable knowledge, to cut through the common misconceptions and provide real clarity, tangible confidence in an area that, many business owners find pretty daunting.
Right.
We want you to navigate your finances with greater ease, allowing you to refocus on that core vision, that passion that drove you to start your business in the first place.
So let's kick things off with the big question that maybe many entrepreneurs secretly dread. What really happens when you don't precisely know your numbers? It's far more than just a minor inconvenience or a fleeting hiccup, isn't it? Sounds like it can genuinely throw your entire operation off course.
Absolutely. The direct negative consequences are not only significant, but they tend to snowball into larger, more complex problems. Picture this. You're almost certainly missing out on valuable tax deductions.
Okay, that's real money.
It is. That's your hard-earned money, legally owed back to you, just left on the table. It's not just hypothetical either. Our source highlights a staggering statistic. Over 60% of small business owners miss deductible expenses every single year.
Wow, 60%.
60%. And it's usually not because they're irresponsible. It's almost always because they lack a clear, consistent bookkeeping system to properly track and categorize everything. This isn't just a minor oversight. It's a quiet but persistent erosion of your effective hourly rate, really. And beyond taxes, you'll find yourself making what we call poor cash flow decisions because you're basically operating in the dark.
Yeah.
You don't have a real-time, clear picture of what's genuinely coming in versus what's flowing out.
Which leads to problems.
Big problems. Often critical issues like invoices going out late, or sometimes not at all, which directly impacts your incoming funds. Then, before you know it, bills are piling up.
Yep.
Vendor relationships might fray, and the cumulative stress of all this financial disarray starts to mount. You lose countless hours desperately trying to untangle a mess that honestly never should have gotten so complicated in the first place.
Right.
This isn't just about small errors. It's about missed opportunities because you couldn't pivot quickly, and ultimately it's a path toward entrepreneurial burnout.
That 60% statistic is genuinely shocking, and it really underscores the depth of the problem. It's easy to feel overwhelmed just hearing that. But here's where it gets really interesting, because the narrative isn't just about avoiding problems or plugging leaks, right? It's about unlocking immense power. Good bookkeeping transforms from a burden into like a strategic compass for your business.
Precisely. That's exactly it. When you implement solid bookkeeping, you gain incredible granular insights that are otherwise invisible. You shift from guessing your profit and loss to truly understanding its precise drivers.
Okay, so not just the bottom line number, but why it's that number.
Exactly. Is it client acquisition costs? Specific service lines performing well or poorly? A great bookkeeper helps you see not just the what your total profit, but the why and how of that profit. This empowers you to identify cash flow gaps before they become full-blown crises.
Ah, proactive, not reactive.
Right, giving you crucial lead time to adjust, perhaps by renegotiating terms or maybe accelerating payments. It allows you to maximize all those crucial tax deductions we just discussed and diligently avoid costly penalties that just drain your resources. Most importantly, it empowers you to make genuinely informed, data-driven decisions.
Like what kind of decisions?
Well, whether that's strategically planning new hires or optimizing your pricing strategy for maximum profitability or identifying the ideal time and amount for future investments. It also ensures you remain fully compliant, meticulously organized, and always audit-ready.
Which must provide some peace of mind.
Oh, immeasurable peace of mind. It allows you to sleep soundly at night. Without solid, reliable bookkeeping, every financial decision you make is simply, well, it's a guess. You're flying blind, hoping for the best.
It's so true. We all know the relentless grind of running a small business. I mean, you're perpetually juggling client demands, tirelessly refining your marketing strategies, navigating the complexities of hiring and team management, and constantly focused on delivering your core services with excellence. So given how absolutely critical financial insight clearly is, why do you think bookkeeping so consistently ends up, at the bottom of the to-do list?
Yeah.
Always getting pushed to later.
It's a classic entrepreneurial trap, isn't it? That vague notion of later almost inevitably morphs into a frantic, chaotic scramble. Think disorganized spreadsheets, crumpled receipts stuffed into shoeboxes.
But shoebox. Everyone mentions the shoebox.
It's real. And then there's the added financial burden of expensive last-minute tax preparation, where your accountant has to basically untangle an entire year's worth of mess.
Yeah.
And this often leads right back to that 60% statistic of missed deductions we talked about.
Right. It's systemic.
Exactly. It's rarely a personal feeling of willpower, but rather a systemic issue rooted in simply not having a reliable, ongoing financial system. You end up paying more in terms of lost time, immense stress, and frankly, higher professional fees just to clean up the chaos that could have been prevented. It's the tyranny of the urgent constantly pushing out the important.
Okay, so if you're still laboring under the illusion that bookkeeping is merely some tedious, basic data entry chore, we need to emphatically challenge that misconception right now. Let's really shed some light on what a truly great bookkeeper actually does, because their role is profoundly more comprehensive and strategic than just inputting numbers.
It genuinely is. A great bookkeeper isn't just a data entry clerk. They are your essential financial infrastructure engineer, really.
Yeah.
They expertly organize all your financial data, making sure every single income and expense item is precisely categorized.
And that categorization matters, right? It's not just putting things in buckets.
Oh, it's vital. The accuracy of your chart of accounts, which is essentially the, let's say, the finely tuned DNA of your financial categories, directly impacts the granularity of your insights and, of course, your tax deductions. They meticulously reconcile your bank and credit card accounts, which isn't just about making sure everything balances. It's like a financial detective, meticulously checking for discrepancies, uncovering duplicate charges, maybe missing payments, or even potential fraudulent activity before they escalate into major problems. They ensure your financial integrity in real time.
That's huge.
It is. And they'll even proactively track down late invoices and unpaid bills for you, actively improving your cash flow. And crucially, they prepare clear, concise monthly reports that are actually understandable, giving you an immediate, digestible snapshot of your financial health.
So you know where you stand month to month.
Exactly. All of this rigorous work ensures your books are consistently audit and tax prep ready, so you're never caught off guard or scrambling when you need critical financial information. This isn't just busy work. This is about building a robust, resilient financial backbone for your entire business. At JLLB Media, for example, we keep your QuickBooks, which is really the industry standard for small business financial software, meticulously updated, ensuring unwavering accuracy.
Right.
We show you critical trends in your spending and earnings, providing the raw material for strategic planning. And most importantly, we ensure your accountant receives perfectly clean, organized data to file your taxes efficiently and without hassle. We really are your invaluable first financial line of defense, proactively safeguarding your business's future.
That explanation really clarifies the depth of their role.
Wow. Now, for you, the listener, you might be wondering if this applies directly to your situation. Maybe not entirely sure if you're ready to bring in professional help. Our source outlines some incredibly clear red flags, sort of universal indicators that signal it's definitely time to get support. Do any of these sound uncomfortably familiar to you?
These are indeed common indicators that your business is silently crying out for financial clarity. First, if you're perpetually behind on issuing invoices or collecting client payments, that's a significant warning sign.
Okay.
Another is if you genuinely don't know what your precise monthly profit is. You're just guessing, maybe hoping for the best at the end of the month. Are you constantly guessing at tax write-offs or struggling to accurately categorize your expenses? Maybe even, yes, stuffing receipts into that infamous shoebox.
Guilty as charged for some, maybe.
Probably.
Yeah.
Do you find yourself actively avoiding looking at your number because the sheer thought of it feels utterly overwhelming? And ultimately, are you losing sleep, maybe plagued by anxiety over your business finances? Those are some serious flags.
They are. So if these resonate, if even one or two of these red flags are waving in your business, then this raises an absolutely critical question. What's the immediate, actionable path forward? How do you alleviate that mounting stress and regain firm control over your financial destiny?
Well, our deep dive into JLLB Media's insights highlights how remarkably they meet businesses wherever they are on their unique financial journey. They offer genuinely tailored bookkeeping services rather than some rigid one-size-fits-all approach. It sounds like it's about fitting the solution to your specific needs.
Exactly. That's key. For those just starting out, maybe taking their first entrepreneurial steps, JLLB Media will meticulously set up your QuickBooks and your chart of accounts the right way, right from day one. This proactive approach saves you immense headaches and costly cleanups down the line, believe me. Now, if your existing books are currently, shall we say, a creative mess.
A kind way of putting it.
Yes. There's absolute no judgment. They offer comprehensive cleanup and reorganization services, systematically untangling everything to get you straightened out. And for businesses needing consistent, ongoing support, their retainer-based services are, frankly, a lifesaver. This includes diligent monthly categorization, thorough bank and credit card reconciliation, and clear, actionable profit loss and cash flow reports delivered regularly.
So you always know what's going on.
Precisely. They even offer specialized support for payroll or inventory management if your business requires it. And what's truly critical, and often a major pain point for business owners dealing with other service providers, JLLB Media is not a black hole of communication.
That's important.
Hugely. You receive regular check-ins and proactive support, ensuring you're always in the loop. No surprises.
That level of tailored support and consistent communication must be a huge relief for many entrepreneurs. And speaking of clarity, let's nail down a crucial distinction that often causes confusion: bookkeeping versus accounting. Our source explains it simply, but it's really vital to grasp the difference to understand who does what and why it matters so much.
It's absolutely key to understand and, often misunderstood. Think of it this way. Bookkeeping is the daily and monthly financial organization. It's the foundational, ongoing process of meticulously recording every transaction, categorizing expenses, reconciling accounts, keeping your financial records consistently clean and up to date.
We're at the foundation.
Exactly. It's like building the robust, sturdy foundation of a house. Accounting, on the other hand, is the analysis of that meticulously organized data. It's for higher-level strategic purposes, like tax preparation, complex financial planning, identifying long-term trends, making broader executive-level business decisions.
So accounting builds on the bookkeeping foundation.
Precisely. That's what builds directly upon the strong foundation the bookkeeper creates. So if your books aren't clean, accurate, and consistently up to date, your CPA, your tax accountant, simply cannot help you effectively. Or it will cost you a lot more for them to clean it up first. Bookkeepers ensure that vital foundation is perfectly solid.
Okay, that makes perfect sense. So after all this discussion, what does this essential financial discipline ultimately mean for your business's future? The connection, as our source clearly states, is crystal clear. Clean books fundamentally equal business growth. It's that simple and that profound.
It truly is. When you have consistently up-to-date, accurate financials, you empower your business with an incredible capacity for growth. It's not just about stability, it's about propulsion. You gain the power to precisely track revenue and expense trends over time, allowing you to identify seasonal patterns or maybe the real impact of your marketing efforts.
We know it's actually working.
Exactly. This enables you to forecast cash flow with far greater accuracy, helping you plan ahead for major strategic decisions, like confidently bringing on new team members, making smart investments in new equipment or technology, or even knowing the optimal time to adjust your pricing for maximum profitability.
That's huge leverage.
It is. You'll know precisely what's working incredibly well in your business, what's genuinely generating profit, and just as importantly, what's not. So you can make swift, informed adjustments rather than letting ineffective strategies just drain your resources. Your numbers don't just tell a story, they tell your business's specific story. And we help you read it, understand its plot twists, and ultimately write its most successful chapters.
And let's be completely honest with ourselves again. You didn't start a business, pour your passion and energy into it, take on all that inherent risk, just to become a full-time bookkeeper, right? You're already juggling client demands, endlessly refining marketing, navigating hiring, tirelessly delivering your core services. Bookkeeping, while vital, should absolutely not be another overwhelming burden weighing you down.
It absolutely should not be, and it doesn't have to be. When you make that strategic decision to outsource your bookkeeping to dedicated professionals, like those at JLLB Media, who truly understand the unique challenges and rhythms of small businesses, you stand to gain immeasurably. You reclaim precious time, time you can reinvest into your core passion, your growth activities.
Time is everything for an entrepreneur.
It is. You achieve immense clarity in your financial situation, banishing guesswork. You build profound confidence in every business decision you make, knowing it's grounded in real data. And most powerfully, you unlock greater potential for sustainable, healthy growth. Delegate it. Delegate it to someone who truly gets small businesses, allowing you to lead with vision, not get buried in spreadsheets.
So if this deep dive has profoundly resonated with you, and you're genuinely ready to stop guessing and start growing your business on a foundation of solid financial insight, the very first step is simple and, importantly, commitment-free. You can book a 30-minute complimentary consultation to explore your options, talk about your specific situation, and see how tailored support could really transform your business. Just head over to jllbmedia.com/bookkeeping.
And remember, while bookkeeping is a crucial piece of the puzzle, JLLB Media is much more than just a bookkeeping service. As a certified, trained professional service, they operate as a trusted, full-suite business consulting and marketing agency. So beyond the expert bookkeeping provided by certified professionals, they offer comprehensive business consulting, cutting-edge marketing strategy, impactful visual and website design, even reliable web hosting. It's a holistic approach.
So they support the whole business journey.
Exactly. And it's also worth noting, for those who value ethical partnerships and diverse perspectives, JLLB Media is a certified targeted group business. They're recognized as a minority-owned and women-owned enterprise by the state of Minnesota. And this distinction really underscores their proven commitment to excellence, integrity, and a unique understanding of the diverse challenges and opportunities faced by businesses today.
That's great context. So wrapping up, if your numbers truly tell your business's story, what kind of narrative are your books currently writing for your future? Are you merely surviving with guesswork, constantly reacting to crises? Or are you actively charting a course for empowered, data-driven growth? We hope this deep dive has given you plenty to mull over and perhaps a fresh perspective on the hidden power sitting right there within your financials. Until next time, keep digging deep into what truly drives your business forward.